not Austin Matthews. And don't get me wrong, again, I think that they both played a big part into it. But Austin Matthews is very capable of driving a line by himself. I mean, you look at the year that he won MVP, Ted Lindsay won the Rocket. Like, he was unreal that season. Full 200-foot player. He was unbelievable. He was healthy that year. And I think that is where you look at last season, how it went so wrong. Well, he wasn't healthy. And yeah, okay, he was able to play in, I think he played, 67 games last year? Yeah, 67 games last year. Only 33 goals, which is that's the worst goal output of his entire career. But he was not healthy for those 67 games. He got injured in training camp. Like, literally, from game one of the season, he was dealing with something. So he was never at 100%. And you know, it was very evident. Hopefully, now, yeah, we haven't seen him in practice yet. We're hoping that he was able to heal up that back and heal up that situation that didn't allow him to get to 100% at all at any point last year, whether it was through the regular season or the playoffs. But if he was able to heal up over the course of these last 4 months, yeah, I think that the Maple Leafs would be in a good spot. I think Matthews will be in a big spot to have a bounce back season and prove to everyone that he's just as capable of being an MVP caliber player, a Rocket caliber player, without a guy like Mitch Marner on his side. He is definitely good enough to be an alpha on a line and drive things. He's done that in the past, and I believe he'll do it again this year. Does he have to prove it to people? Yeah, he might have to. So you can call it a prove it year, but I do think he's going to prove it. Is where I'm at. Like, if now FanDuel's probably going to have an over under on his goal total. If they came in at 49.5, you feel confident that he hit the under or the over?
I think the over.
So you think he rejoins the 50 goal club?
I think so.
I think so too, man. I think so too. And there's a lot of people out there that don't believe that's the case because Mitch Marner's the one who made it all happen. He's the one that sets him up. And it's true, but Max Domi's a pretty good passer as well. Matias Michelli is a great playmaker. One of those two guys are probably going to end up being on his wing. They'll be fine. Even William Nylander might get an opportunity to go up and play with him.
Just about to say, like, you can't discount the idea of William Nylander playing on his line.
Yes, yeah, I think he'd be totally fine. I'm taking a peek at his numbers over the course of the last 3 years with and without Mitch Marner. And funny enough, you look at his numbers with Mitch Marner, his expected goals for with Mitch Marner is, Matthews' expected goals for is 54.93% without Marner. Marner without Matthews drops down to 47% without him. Now, granted, there are, factors that, there's reason for that. Usually when Marner is not with Matthews, he's usually playing more of a shutdown defensive role with John Tavares, so get more defensive zone starts. So there is that portion of it to consider. But, when you look at Austin Matthews, he's perfectly capable of scoring with or without Mitch Marner. It does not matter whether he's on the ice. Again, goals for while he's on the ice, 60%. Goals for with Mitch Marner, 63% without Mitch Marner. He's shown that he can score without him. So I don't know why everyone has this doubt that Matthews won't get it done, can't get it done. He's due for a down season. The down season was last year. And if he can get healthy, I think he'll get right back to being a 50-goal, 100-point captain, right in the mix for MVP again, and in the mix for Rocket, and all will be well with Austin Matthews.
Well, that's it, right? I think, and we know Austin Matthews is totally capable of getting off to a blazing start, right? Yeah. Remember when he had 10 goals in 9 games? Like, he was getting hat trick after hat trick after hat trick.
3 hat tricks in the first 10 games. It's crazy,
right? Like, this guy is totally capable of coming out of the gate hot. And I only have one hope, is that they don't use him as much on the penalty kill. I'm hoping the addition of Nicholas Waugh or Nicolas Waugh, I should say, will help ease the need for him to play on the penalty kill as much, because I think when you put him in those situations, it takes away from what he can do offensively, because playing on the penalty kill is tiring. It's tough minutes you play. So leave the tougher minutes to the other guys. Let's let Auston Matthews focus on being a little more offensive minded. I'm not saying take him out of defensive situations, but remember why you're paying him a crap ton of money.
Yeah, like you don't need Auston Matthews killing penalties. And it's a big reason for why you went out and got the guys you got this offseason. Like you mentioned, Nicolas Waugh, right? They'll have Scott Laughton as a holdover from last year who can obviously kill some penalties. You've got Matthew Nyes who can kill penalties. Steven Lorentz was a great penalty killer a year ago. Dakota Joshua has killed penalties throughout his career. So you've got some players that you feel comfortable with in a penalty killing role, and you don't have to exhaust him in those scenarios. So yeah, I think that's another thing, right? You don't exhaust him there, and that means that, okay, now who's getting the first shift after a penalty kill? Auston Matthews. You're gonna throw him out there after a penalty kill, and hopefully he'll be able to dominate. With most likely what was the opposition had their best players on the ice for the power play. Well, now they got to take a seat for a minute and get a breather. That's when you send Auston Matthews out there. Maybe they can score a goal off of these penalty kills, which they weren't doing a whole lot of a season ago. So there's another reason to be excited about the makeup of the group, and that's really like they moved on from Mitch Marner, and they decided we're going to do it by committee, and it's those committee players that are going to have to step up. The Dakota Joshua's, the Nicolas Waugh, right? Scott Laughton, Steven Lorentz, Bobby McMahon can kill penalties. Nice. Maybe Yarncroc could potentially kill some penalties for you, right? If David Camp is still on the team, he's probably going to kill penalties for you when he gets into the lineup. So there's a long list of forwards that should be out there ahead of Matthews when it comes to killing penalties for sure. But yeah, I think it is a prove it year. There's a lot of doubt that Matthews can still be an all-world player without a superstar winger next to him. But I think that he'll prove all those doubters wrong and deliver a big-time season, 50-plus goals, point per game. He'll be right in the mix again for the Hart, for the Rocket. I'm not worried about a down year coming for Auston Matthews. If he's healthy, he's going to deliver for the Buds, at least in the regular season. We'll see what the playoffs bring.
I was going to say, we're just talking about regular season right now.
Yeah.
There'll be some proving to be done in the playoffs as always.
Yeah, that's a prove it for everyone. Come the postseason, absolutely for everybody. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. The Athletic Confidence Rankings, the results have been released, so we know where the fan base stacks up